I do a lot of battery tests on my channel, and with the release of Nintendo Switch OLED, there's a new Switch hardware to test and compare back to the older models. I've tested the very first OG Nintendo Switch, the updated version 2 Switch, as well as the Switch LITE. All of those were benchmarked using Zelda Breath of the Wild. So for the OLED Switch, I will be using the same game, Breath of the Wild. Inside of the new OLED unit is a 4200 mAh battery, pretty much the same size as the original Nintendo Switch. And remember, the portable only Lite has a smaller battery, about 3500 mAh. We're gonna find out if the new OLED screen is more energy efficient. To speed things up, I picked up 3 brand new Switch OLEDs and 3 copies of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna have each console running different settings. The first console will be at minimum settings, so brightness and sound turned all the way down and airplane mode is on. The second unit is medium settings, so brightness and sound is at medium and airplane mode is still on. The third unit is maximum settings, so brightness and sound turned all the way up, and we're always connected to Nintendo Online. I want to compare the results here to my previous test with the version 1, version 2, and the Lite Switch. So this test also needs to be at sort of the same playing conditions. So I kind of did the same thing from a year ago. I parked Link on top of this ledge and was just rotating the camera from time to time to avoid the console going to sleep or the OLED screen burning out. With all 3 units at 100%, let's get this test started. After 1 hour, we have 86% at minimum settings, 85% at medium, and 84% at maximum settings. At the 2-hour mark, both minimum and medium have 67%, while the console with the maxed out settings has 64% left. At 3 hours, the minimum and medium setting console are once again at the same battery percent, 48%, while the maxed out console is a bit lower at 43%. At the 4-hour mark, the trend continues, 29% remaining at minimum and medium settings, 22% at maximum settings. The maxed out console got the 1% warning soon after at about 5 hours. It then powered off at 5 hours and 19 minutes, so that's how Zelda Breath of the Wild long lasts on a maxed out Switch OLED. The console with medium settings got the 1% warning at 5 hours and 25 minutes, and it powered off at 5 hours and 39 minutes. So there's only one console left, the last man standing, the console with the minimum settings, and that unit powered off at 5 hours and 52 minutes. Here's how the Switch OLED compares to the standard version 2 Switch. Interesting how at minimum settings, both consoles last about the same, but let's be honest, the Switch is really unplayable with the brightness and sound turned all the way down. It's sort of more realistic to look at the medium and maximum settings, and at that, the Switch OLED performs much better. So that new OLED screen, it's not only bigger and better looking, it's also way more energy efficient. Here's a comparison of all Switch models from the OG version 1 to the newest Switch OLED in a single graph. What I found interesting here is how little brightness settings affect the Switch OLED's battery compared to the other consoles. I mean, with the OLED Switch, between minimum, medium, and maximum settings, there really isn't a huge difference between how much battery life you get. So go ahead, play on max brightness without worrying about the battery life. So all of that is a lot of data here for all of you to digest and provide your feedback in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this type of content. If you do, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel.